Good morning, students. Yesterday I have told you about APC and MPC, average propensity to consume and marginal propensity to consume, and I have told you the formulas to solve the numericals. Now the meaning of break-even point. Break-even point refers to that point in the level of income at which consumption expenditure becomes equal to the income. कंजप्शन एक्सपेंडिचर जब इनकम के बराबर हो जाता है एंड देयर इज नो सेविंग, दैट पॉइंट इज नोन एज ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. And now saving function. As we have read about consumption function, in the same way we will read about saving function and the relation between saving and income. Saving और income के बीच का जो relation है that is called saving function or propensity to save. S is equal to f of y. And what is the feature of saving function? That saving can be negative at zero और low level of income. कि अगर हमारा income का level बहुत low है और autonomous consumption is there, तो वो consumption फिर हम किससे कर रहे हैं? हम अपनी past savings को dis savings में convert कर रहे हैं, उन savings को खर्च कर रहे हैं, तो ऐसे में हमारी saving negative जाएगी. As income increases, saving also increases, but by less than increase in income. जैसे जैसे इनकम बढ़ती है हमारी सेविंग भी बढ़ती है, लेकिन उतनी नहीं बढ़ती जितनी इनकम बढ़ती है. और S क्या है? S इज इक्वल टू वाई माइनस सी. इनकम में से कंजप्शन को लेस कर दो तो सेविंग बचेगा. इट इज़ द रेजिडुअल इनकम. इनकम का बचा हुआ हिस्सा है कंजप्शन करने के बाद. अब सेविंग फंक्शन इक्वेशन S इज इक्वल टू कंजप्शन फंक्शन की इक्वेशन आपको बताई थी कल. C इज इक्वल टू सी बार प्लस बी वाई एंड इट इज कॉरोलरी ऑफ कंजप्शन फंक्शन. कंजप्शन फंक्शन की बिल्कुल ये ऑपोजिट हो जाएगी. S इज इक्वल टू सी बार माइनस में आ जाएगा, माइनस सी बार प्लस b हो जाएगा 1 माइनस बी एंड y. सो इट इज जस्ट ऑपोजिट. उसका सेविंग फंक्शन कंजप्शन फंक्शन का कॉरोलरी या ऑपोजिट है. एंड बिकॉज S एंड C का सम अप ही y है. y के दो पार्ट हैं, कंजप्शन और सेविंग. y में से कंजप्शन को लेस कर देंगे, सेविंग विल रिमेन देयर. इफ वी लेस सेविंग, कंजप्शन विल रिमेन देयर. Then relation between income and saving. There is direct relation between a person's income and saving. Income और saving का direct relation है. As income rises, our saving also rises. Second, at lower level of income, saving is negative, because when we have a lower level of income, how do we do consumption? That consumption is done by our past savings. So at current period, at current time, savings are negative. And saving function, schedule and curve. So first of all, income and consumption and saving. Income, consumption and saving. Okay, if consumption is given, income is given, how do we find saving? So consumption 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, and consumption is 30, 100, 170, 240 and 310. We will subtract consumption from income and we will find saving. So 0 minus 30, minus 30, then 0, then 30, 60 and 90. So in this way we will find savings. As we have read about MPC and APC, in the same way we will read about MPS and APS. Formulas are the same. APS S upon Y, MPS delta S upon delta Y. APS S upon Y, total savings upon total income. MPS delta S upon delta Y, that is change in saving and change in income. So what are the features of MPS? Value of MPS always lies between 0 and 1. MPS marginal propensity to save की वैल्यू हमेशा 0 से 1 के बीच में ही रहती है. अगर हम अपनी सारी इनकम भी कंज्यूम कर लेते हैं और देयर इज़ नो सेविंग तो भी एस की वैल्यू 0 होगी. और अगर एंटायर एडिशनल इनकम इज सेव्ड और अगर हम बढ़ी हुई इनकम पूरी सेव कर लेते हैं देन MPS इज इक्वल टू 1. इससे ज़्यादा तो हो नहीं सकती. सो इट ऑलवेज रिमेन्स बिटवीन 0 and 1. And MPS can never be negative because MPS is the ratio between additional saving and additional income. क्योंकि additional income में से saving की जा रही है इसलिए it can never be negative. Distinction between APS and MPS formulas are given to you and there are numericals given in the book relating derivation of MPS, APS, MPC, APC. So you can do practice from there. And relation between MPC and MPS, APC and APS. Now it's important. MPC plus MPS is equal to 1. In the same way, APC plus APS is equal to 1. If MPC is given and we have to find out MPS. So MPS हमको find out करना है. MPS is equal to 1 minus MPC. And if we have to find out MPC, 1 minus MPS. In the same way, APC is equal to 1 minus APS and APS is equal to 1 minus APC. So if one thing is given and we have to derive the other, then we'll subtract it from 1. And you have to practice numericals given in the book. Now we'll see diagrammatic derivation of saving curve from consumption curve. We know that C plus S is always equal to income because these are two parts of income, either we consume or we save. So income is either consumed or saved, so consumption and saving curves are complementary. तो ये दोनों कर्व आपस में complementary curve हैं. We can derive saving function from consumption function and we can derive consumption function curve from saving function curve. So derivation I'll tell you on tomorrow. That's all for today. Thank you.